Now, today I'm actually cleaning up some of the achievements for Gang Beasts. Now, I actually had gotten at least a few of the achievements back in 2022, but, I didn't think that I was going to go for all achievements yet. I wasn't that kind of channel. But anyway, that's besides the point. Uh, I actually checked on the 25th of October, which I know, crazy. It's a couple months ago. That's 5, actually. But that's besides the point. I did check because there was a point where Xbox wouldn't load with the achievements, apparently. My past self kind of explains it better than I do, so I'm going to leave it to him. Anyway, and so I tested it to see it because it said games from 2013 to 2018 weren't working with achievements on Xbox, and Gang Beasts came out in 2014, so I was like, alright, I'll figure it out. I did figure it out. It worked, clearly. I don't know when this is getting uploaded. Probably never. Or it's going to be a long while, actually. But anyway, we're done here. Alright, so the next achievement I get is actually for headbutting, and that gets me big head, for concussing an enemy with a diving headbutt. And don't mind what I'm doing in the corner with my second controller. But not letting blue team score at all gets me the achievement for not letting the opposing team score, which is called shutout. And that's pretty much all for the soccer mode. I think that was the only soccer mode achievement anyway. So now the next achievement I go for is on the truck stage, and that's just for getting inside the truck. It takes a minute to pop, but eventually it does show up where we have in transit for getting inside the truck. And it takes me a couple of games, but I finally get it to where I can climb up to the top of the truck and then keep on trucking for climbing onto the top of the truck on this truck stage. Say that 10 times fast. But I also had 3 players on the side, or I can't remember what this stage is called, but yeah, just running up these stairs gets me an achievement. I was doing, I guess I had a lot of deaths trying to do this one, but there it is, step down, and don't mind that. One of the controls was for that. But anyway, yep, that's pretty much it for this stage. Now, the next 2 achievements are actually kind of related, and that is for breaking all the wires here on one of the gondolas, or not gondola, but yeah, it was gondola. But anyway, then we move on to the containers. The containers also have a breaks one, but you just have to not fall, like how I did it. I held on, and then I fell. That's also not the only achievement for containers, but there's the achievement: special delivery. Broke the cable supporting container without falling. But again, that's not the only one. The second one that I actually have to get is to jump into the container, and then that gets me the achievement self-storage, which again is just for going inside the container. Now, this next one was related to the wires, and that's just for breaking the elevator wires. And yeah, I really need to learn the achievement names. But anyway, there it is, ground floor. So yeah, let's move on to the buoy stage. Now, moving on to the buoy stage, just for climbing out of the water, we get sea legs. Pretty simple achievement to get. A lot of these, like, it only took like an hour to get all these achievements, so they're all pretty simple in their own right, somewhat. There's also another one for climbing to the top of the buoy, and that is Buoy O Buoy, I believe. And yeah, I don't know why this stage specifically had 2, but yeah, they were actually pretty easy. Now, unfortunately for this next one, I forgot to record it. That's the best way to say it. But yeah, you just climb out of it. It's not that hard. This final achievement took me a hot minute. You basically just have to go onto the corner and jump into one of the chairs by boosting yourself. That gets you the achievement Sit Down. And that is the final achievement for Gang Beasts. We are finally done. But hey, look at that. I do have a game that I'm going to go for, the achievements that I already had, just so I can show off gameplay of how to get them, at least how I got them. So, yeah, be prepared for that. And I'll see you for the net